It's not often that we get into the mind, get into the real mentality of real superstars like Nate Applebaum. I've done many documentaries, LeBron, KD, even Steve Nash. This one just felt different. Nate, he's a great player, no doubt. He's one of the greats, but he does have his fair share of haters. You'll see that in this documentary. But before you really understand Nate as the basketball great, the basketball superstar that we all know, you got to really understand who he is as a person.
We were just sitting there eating, and one of the lunch ladies comes running out from the back screaming that there's a fire, and everyone in the cafeteria broke out into chaos because we had no idea what to do. Nate immediately ran over to the door, opened it, and started shuffling everybody outside. And then he looked back in to make sure that everyone was out, and he saw that one of the lunch ladies was still in the kitchen. And he ran in there, and he grabbed her, picked her up over his shoulder, and ran out the door. It turned out to be a microwave fire, but it doesn't change the heroism that this dude had.
You think someone as popular as Nate, he's a D1 athlete, top 10 recruit in the country. You think he wouldn't really be friends with a guy like me? I'm quiet. I wasn't the captain, star varsity basketball player, but the story I always love telling about Nate is one time I was supposed to drive Nate home after school, and we were walking out of the building, and this group of girls comes up to Nate, and they're like, "Nate, let us drive you home. You can come over. I'm having a party. You should come, and I want to take you home." I'm like, "Nate, go. It's fine. Don't worry about it." And Nate looks at those girls in the eyes and goes, "No, Dylan is driving me home."
I think of myself as a pretty smart guy, but in comparison to him, I'm nothing. He's just on a whole different level. In class, he would just get up on the board and the teacher would take a seat and he'd be teaching the class. That's how smart he is. And it wasn't just one subject. It was math, Spanish, every subject you could in the school, basically. It just amazed me because I was how can somebody be so good at basketball and at school and still talk to me? I was amazed.
Off the court, the kid was pretty nice. Always nice to me, all of our teammates. But on the court, different story.
Many people forget I was just a normal guy before this whole basketball thing. I had a few friends. I spent most of my nights in a movie theater alone, to be honest with you. I was just a normal guy. So when I came to tryouts as an unknown, I knew how to turn on the jets.
When Nate walked into the gym, I was like, who is this kid? He sucks. He tried out last year. I get it, he grew 2 feet over the summer, but he still can't play basketball. I don't know why he was here.
If I'm being honest, I thought he was on the wrong gym. I thought he was looking for competitive swimming, dancing or something.
At tryouts, nobody knew who he was. He was just the background guy who maybe would make the team.
In the tryouts, Nate was really picked on a lot by the other guys who made the team the year before. He was picked on, he was mocked, he was made fun of openly.
When I walked into tryouts and I saw those guys mocking me, laughing at me, I knew this was war.
I knew him as 360 Nate. At the rec, he's 360 Nate, man. He's throwing down windmills. He's hammering home, man. People were surprised. I was like, what are you talking about? This is Nate, man.
I knew I had to turn up this year.
Yeah, I just remember one day at open gym where we have all the grades come out and, we practice together. I remember when the emergence and some freshman kid were playing a 1v1. And out of nowhere, I don't know if this is accidental or intentional, emergence gave him a little elbow to the ribs, ended up fracturing his whole right rib area. And then all you hear is, "Sit down, bitch," coming right from the emergence. It turned out the dude was a chick. It's never a boy, it was a girl. It was actually kind of upsetting, but that's just his mentality, I guess.
Much has been said about Nate as a person. And we all know about Nate as the great basketball player, the superstar. But what everyone doesn't know is the psychological toll it has on someone just being in the spotlight, being the superstar all the time. As you can see in the upcoming clips, Nate's appearance and his looks have led to a lot of jealousy, envy, and admiration from his peers and others.
They call him the emergence because he emerged. It's simple. He went from a kid who was about 5 feet in freshman year, participating in all our practices, but never really made the team. Grew about a couple feet, and now he's just tall. He's just this tall, skinny phenomenon. And he's dunking over everyone, and that's how he's got the nickname Emergence. Plain and simple.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Dude was a sex symbol of Harrison, man, honestly. Like, people say, well, I like to think that they say that I look a bit like it. You see it, right? The arm.
Having someone that high profile has really caused a lot of distraction for a lot of the other students, especially the girls in class. We call this in psychology basic hero worshiping. I mean, I can only imagine what the teachers of LeBron James or Michael Jordan had to go through. I'm feeling pretty much the same thing.
I don't get American girls. They're staring at him. Like, I've seen hot men. He's not hot. Men tell me I'm hot. That thing is not hot. He's playing basketball, but what the fuck is basketball? Put ball in hoop. It's not hard. Just throw it and hope it goes in. I've been asked about this by every fucking girl in school. Like, oh, can I have Nathaniel's number? First of all, I don't have his fucking number. Why the fuck would I have the number of some little piece of smart ass shit who fucking got to the basketball team for once in his fucking life? Suddenly it's an achievement. Fucking spouts it every day in class. Jesus, one presentation and all I see is the girls like drooling on their fucking desks. Like, what are they? Lions in the prize staring at a fucking gazelle? No! He's not that fucking attractive. I don't fucking get how they're just drooling on their desk, staring at this guy like he's the next fucking Zac Efron. He doesn't act. He's a basketball team. Like, I don't know. He's just a fucking star. I can't even say that. He's just retarded though. He plays on the basketball team, but he's so fucking retarded. He interrupts. He's like, Miss, 6 + 6 is fucking 12. We all know that. It's 9th grade maths. Not even that. It's like 3rd grade maths. God, just stop.
The kids try to focus, but when you have someone that you admire and someone you look up to in class, it really causes a disruption. So Nate's learning, but he's really, I don't want to say taking away from learning, but just his presence there is causing a distraction, which is really deterring from student learning. It's not his fault. But I can only imagine that this is what celebrities have to go through, which is why probably a lot of these really high-profile people do a lot of homeschooling.
You know, dude, sometimes I get so mad because this kid Nate's just walking around like he's the shit. Walks around the halls, all the females in a 20-mile radius do a 180 and start walking towards him to try and get his Snapchat or something.
Bro, fucking Nate.
It's just the shit we have to deal with on a daily basis with this kid who thinks he's so fucking big. Nate, who even is this guy?
Yeah, one time, right? I'm in the library trying to study. The guy's like, "Oh, where's Nate? Where's Nate?" I'm like, "Shut up! I'm trying to study, all right? Enough of Nate. Nate this, Nate that. Nate's not great, all right? No more Nate." You see Nate's chest? Exactly. He doesn't have a chest. Like,
I haven't seen it,
He
bro.
thinks he's so big.
I haven't seen no
Like,
fucking
Hall's like,
chest.
"Yo, what's up, man? Nate, I'll bomb you." Like, get out of here, man. You have no
Dude,
arms.
who even is this guy? Who even is this kid Nate? Like, he just popped onto the scene one day. Yeah, I don't even see it, to be honest. I don't see it.
He's always in the bench.
He's not even that good looking. Like, I know he won like some modeling contest
And state
or
champs.
something.
Doesn't matter.
But that's not the point here. Like, he's just not a good looking kid.
Who cares?
I don't understand why every female in existence tries to get this kid snap or tries to match with him on Tinder. This kid was just a fucking nobody, like 9th grade.
Why is he so damn tall? Like, out of nowhere, he's like, "Yo,
fucking shot up like
how's
a
that,
tree.
Chris?
Makes no
Hey, short
sense.
stack. Hey, short, like Nate."
All of a sudden, every college in the country is trying to recruit this kid. I just don't understand
He
it.
thinks he's like LeBron James. Like, no,
He got
you're
an
not
offer from UNC, and he didn't take it.
Wait, actually?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Nate?
Yeah. Nate Applebaum. Yeah, dude, he looked him straight in the eye and said, "I am better than you." I couldn't even believe it. So, like, I was in Spanish. I heard these girls behind me just talking about Nate. Like, he was sitting right there. And they're like, "If we were to choose, who is the sex symbol of Harrison?" And I hear one of them just go, probably Nate, duh. And I turn around and I just go, "Bro, what are you saying? Do you even hear yourself right now, bro? Like, are we gonna have a problem here?" And they backed off, obviously. They were intimidated.
You or me? Like,
Obviously one of us.
Yeah,
If we choose.
it can't be
Like,
Nate.
It can't be Nate Applebaum.
Oh, Nate Applebaum.
His name
I mean, to be honest with you, there's a little bit on my side as well. I keep all of his papers. Just the fact that his signature might be worth something someday. Let's not tell him that. It's sometimes I'm flabbergasted. It's even tough for me to teach stuff sometimes, knowing this guy is going to be playing Division I ball. This guy may be in the NBA. This guy may be an all-time great, and he's sitting right in front of me. It's unbelievable. I don't even know what to say. Wow, just.
You know, I knew that as I got more popular, as the notoriety came, the championships, Sports Illustrated, what have you, I knew that people would not like me for whatever reason. What I couldn't predict was the death threats. I mean, they came and they came and they came. Come home from school, death threat. Come home from work, death threat. Practice, death threat. It got so bad, you know, I just felt suffocated by them. And the worst one that I got was this one. He said, if I killed 3 people, I would kill you, Hitler, and Bin Laden, in that order. But he didn't stop there. He said, first, I'd take a steamroller. I put it in reverse because that's the slowest setting it could possibly go in. That way I could feel your bones crushing into the pavement. And I thought that was a little weird. But the weirdest part was he signed it. He signed it.
I just remember the night before the home opener, the team went down to the diner, and I remember the emergence. He wanted an omelet at freaking 7:30 at night, and our waitress said to him that they were out of eggs. And I just remember looking at him, and just his face he was pissed. And he took that moment and carried it on to the next night. The dude dropped 60 points in our home opener. And I just remember at halftime and even after the game, the emergence kept mumbling, Maria, Maria. It's like I was saying, we were all thinking like, who the hell's Maria? But thinking about it now, that was just our waitress. And then that was just motivation for him just to have a hell of a night in omelet. Next day we had the game, the dude dropped 60. Just because of a damn omelet.
60 points, man. They just kept going basket after basket. It kept falling for him. Like, he was on fire, man. I've never seen anything like it.
He was talented, you know. Just, he had something. You just knew he had something. He walked in the gym. You could just tell. There was an echo in the gym. It just said, Nate, 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 over and over again. He was like a white Jerry West.
You know, when I went to the diner that one time with the team and they didn't have eggs, I thought, are you freaking kidding me? I mean, what diner doesn't have eggs? Are you really expecting me to believe that? I feel like they were just trying to get in my head. So, you know what? They want to make it personal. I had to drop 60. That was the only way to get around that. You want to make it personal? You get 60. That's how it works around here.
I was meditating here in my field. Like, why are you here? Why are you interrupting?
You know, we're filming a documentary about Nate.
Sorry, what'd you do? Sorry, what?
Nate Applebaum?
Nate?
The basketball player?
No. You have to be kidding me. Like, I heard a little bit about this. It's beyond me. Like, I guess I will say thank you because, you know, I guess I'm the only one who can bring truth to the world in this case. Like, I figured everyone was going to be singing his praises, was going to be saying, oh, he's the savior of Harrison, he's the best thing since sliced bread. No, not at all. He is disrespectful, you know, he's egotistical. I wouldn't even say he's the best on the team. He doesn't have a grasp of fundamentals. He's, you know, very inefficient on the court, and what he's going to do here is he's going to curate his image. Like, I'm sure he's going to follow this up right now by having clips of like other people saying, oh, he's such a good person. Like, you know what, I guarantee you he's gonna get that video of, you know, Dylan talking about how he let Dylan drive him home, or AJ, how he saved the lunch lady. This is what he does. He plays these mind tricks on you guys, and you included, Josh.
No, let's cut all this.
No, he plays these mind tricks
please
on
cut
you.
all this. The sliced bread part
I'm
didn't
not
sound
kidding.
interesting. You never had that one dance, that only dance that he got. You never had that.
No. You know what? This is too hot. Like, this is way too Hollywood for you, man.
Those are some 25 easy points if I've ever seen them. What he said, like 11 free throws a game. Like that's like, come on. He should be making those in his sleep. Free throws. He's playing varsity basketball. I mean, I mean, we all know someone who can't really hit their free throws, but that's another story in the clutch situations. But yeah, I mean, he's really just a rim roller. Like, he gets in transition. I mean, it's pretty obvious that anyone could score those points. I mean, he's playing against kids who are like 5'5" as their center.
So, you know, I've been hearing a lot about how good this Nate character is in the Husky Herald. Obviously he sucks. We all know he's trash, but I had to come out to his teammate, you know, the beautiful home, the Owansanya home, to talk to Tochi, someone who really knows Nate, really knows his skill level, and he's gonna tell us, you know, that Nate really sucks. Obviously, he knows more than anyone that the newspaper is a f***ing lie. Toach, I gotta talk to you. I talk to you for a second?
Nah, bro.
Bro, this is really serious.
I was beating mine, bro.
I need
Leave
to talk
me
to you.
be, bro.
Come out here. I need to talk to you. Okay, this is really. So we're here with Tochi Owansanya. This is Matthew Cooper for the Cooper Chronicles, also known as the .com. You can buy our merch. Quick plug there. So Tochi, look, we've been hearing all about that Nate Applebaum.
Great guy. Great
25. We've been hearing about his 25 and 10 stat line. But what do you have to say about the guy who's, you know, his turnover numbers are double last year, you know? How do you think his poor decision making with the ball is going to affect the team down the home stretch?
There wasn't a last year because he didn't make the team, but you know his decision making is off the charts. I mean, honestly, I'm just glad I can play with a high IQ, high character guy. You know, he gets to his spots, he finds his teammates. He's just a great guy overall, really.
Really, I don't know about that, Coach. Like, real talk.
Real talk, all right.
You know, you got a trustworthy point guard like Josh Cooper. Now you see kind of a point forward coming in. You know, he demands the ball, gets a lot of touches. You know, as he caused, I assume he's been causing a ton of chemistry issues in the locker room in terms of guys, you know, not getting their stats. He's kind of stealing points, stealing rebounds from people with his height. You know, do you guys really, you know, I'm just surprised more people haven't been seeing him for the asshole that he is. What do you like?
You know, he doesn't force anything. He lets the game come to him, so he's not really stealing stats. It's more like the stats are coming to him. You feel me? And well, Nate is he's just a force to be reckoned with. You know, he's as I said before, he's a terrific guy.
Force to be reckoned with.
Force to be reckoned with. I mean, men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
All right, we're done. Cut this interview. Are you kidding me?
You know, Nate, he had his fair share of elite games, but you know, he had some not so great ones. One thing that comes to mind is senior night.
Yo, senior night. That's what I'm talking about.
Who is this?
Senior night was it Nate's worst game. Toach, you were there. You were on the court. You know you were wide open in the fourth quarter many times down the stretch. Nate just didn't pass you the ball. He continued to ball hog. You know, how do you feel like this represents him as kind of a clutch time player in the future?
I mean, you know, I think you're gassing that thing. He had 18 points. That's a good game.
18 points. This kid's average was much higher than that. This was his game in front of the fans, packed out house in Harrison. You know, I heard from my sources that coach scheduled an easy game on purpose, and you guys end up playing like shit. And everyone's obviously riding on Nate because for some reason they think he's the Messiah. They think he's the second coming, that he's going to lead this team to the promised land. He's not clutch. You know, do you feel like your teammate really let you down in that situation?
Not really. I mean, everyone has bad games, and that's still 18 points. Like that's not a bad game.
I'm gonna be honest, Tochi, you're really not helping this out right now.
Helping what out?
Why will you refuse to admit that Nate is not a clutch player?
Because
is he paying you? Is he paying you to do this?
No.
Is he paying you? Is the reason that he's trying to have a documentary about himself so people remember him as being good when he actually sucked?
No, I mean he just had an okay game. It's not that serious.
Senior night. This is my senior night too as the announcer. Are you kidding me?
I mean,
you know how badly everyone wanted to win that game. You know how
but
shitty
it's
our
not
sports
like his
teams have
fault.
been doing. It's definitely his fault.
I mean, I don't
Coach.
really-
You don't need to cover him. It's definitely his fault. He went 0 for 5 in the fourth quarter. Airballed that shot at the buzzer. Wasn't even close. Contested shot.
I mean, we fried them the first time. It's
honestly,
like a
his
team
shot
effort.
making has been was subpar in the fourth quarter, and it's really not something we like going forward. I don't understand how you're okay with this. You're not holding your teammate accountable.
You know what I'm really thinking about is what's all this unsolicited hate towards Nate about?
What are you talking about?
I mean, it seems like you're
He's
really trying
inefficient. He's inefficient. He's not clutch.
You're trying to twist the narrative. I know how the media be.
He's inefficient.
What's going on here?
He's inefficient. He's unclutch. He's a bad teammate. I'm just trying to, spread truth out here. Everyone is so caught up in this haze that Nate is the best player in the section and is the best player in the state. I'm not with it.
I mean, I said it before. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't.